Hello everybody. Today's a bit of a big update because yesterday the Division 2 announced some big news which we're going to go over again in today's video. Also TU14 landed today, so title update 14 has gone live. It's live right now and there's something brand new you can get. We're going to go over that in this video as well, and we're going to cover the vendor reset on the Division 2 as we always do on a Tuesday. So that's this video today. If you do enjoy it, make sure you hit like and share to support it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and before you go anywhere today after this video, make sure you come and check out our community. It's linked at the top of the video description. Let's get straight into this. So first, we're going to start with this. Now, I'm sure everybody's already seen this and they've read it, but if you haven't, it's on screen for you now. I'm not going to read it word for word. You can pause if you want to read it. But in bold there, you can just see that they've said, in order to achieve this goal, which is making the best experience possible, we have today made the decision to delay the upcoming apparel event as well as the February title update to later in 2022. So they have delayed the release of that title update and the new mode and everything that they're working on. It's not going to be in February now. This is on top of a delay already because it was meant to be the end of 2021 that we got this content. So that's now been delayed to later in 2022. Now, I did read through the comments on the tweets that went out, especially from Yannick's tweet, and people were complaining, saying it'd be towards the back end of 2022 now. Yannick did reply to one of them saying that it's saying later in 2022 doesn't mean late, so hopefully it's not too much of a delay. And if we look at the past releases, March seems to be a month that they like releasing things, so hopefully it's just like a month delay and we still get this early 2022, but only time's going to tell. I am a little bit disappointed. I'm sure everybody is. Like, no one, I'm seeing some comments that are just ridiculous, but obviously people are disappointed because we want more content, but at the end of the day, I'd rather them take all the time they need to make sure this content is as good as it can be. So if that's what they are doing, then I'm happy to wait. I'm sure there's a lot more reasons why this is getting delayed though, but none of us know we don't know all the ins and outs, but there's a lot going on. They're a busy team. Ubisoft are busy at the moment as well, and it's going to be delayed. So that's the first thing. However, if we move on to today's update, they did go ahead and release title update 14 today. So they still calling this like the next title update. It's the first one in a year. I think title update 13 was this time last year when we literally got the same stuff as what we're getting this time, to be fair. So let's read through these patch notes. You got the Winter Rewards. This is exactly what we got last year. As always, we get the Slayer, so we can get the Slayer again. But they have added something brand new, and it's called a Chill Out Gear Mask. We're going to take a look at that in a moment. The Santa Hunter is also back on the prowl in the Summit Penthouse, and by killing him, you're going to get the Santa Mask, as they're calling it. But that was there last year as well. We'll have a look at that in a second. They've done some bug fixes today, so there's some performance and stability fixes there. About a crash on PC when DirectX 12 is enabled. We've got some talents and skill changes as well. The Striker's battle gear will no longer lose stacks for missed shots, but stacks lost per second has been increased to 2. They fixed some more issues and whatnot. There's been some summit balancing, audio and narrative. So the missing echo from Camp White Oak and the Feilau Manhunt mission is added to mission rewards. Text and localization changes there, visual glitches, level design gaps. I'm not going to read all through that. I will link this down in the description if you do want to come and have a read of it though. Not really much going on, but what we do want to have a look at is the Winter Rewards. So to get 2 of these, what you want to do is find the Hoarder, who is going to be, he can spawn anywhere in the open world, to be fair, and he's very easy to find on the summit as well. If you just want to play through the summit, you'll get him in there. But this one here, if you just fast travel to Jefferson Trade Center and just come back to the main road, he pretty much always spawns here. I remember last year you could just keep on logging out and back in, coming back here, and he'd keep on spawning if you wanted to farm the Slayer for whatever reason. But just kill him. He's going to drop the Slayer for you every time that you kill him. And he'll also now drop this new Chill Out Mask. This is only going to be during this season. This will stop at some point. There's no date on that. But if we take a look at this mask, what's different about it? It's a Gilligard mask. There's no brand set bonuses with it. As you can see, they've dropped an attribute as well, but they've give you an extra mod slot. So this mask has got 2 mod slots, which means you could put 2 critical hit damage mods on there, say. But again, it doesn't count toward the brand by the looks of it because you've got no brand bonuses marked on there at all. But that is the new Slayer mask. If we also have a look at what it looks like if you take your mask off and just wear this and have always show mask on, it's got kind of like a little icy edge to it. You can see the sharp edges there, and that's what it looks like. So that's the brand new reward. in this title update, and the Slayer is an old one. And the Santa Mask, we're just bringing this up on screen now. This is what you've got to get from the summit, and you just got to complete floor 100, which is what they call the penthouse. Once you kill that, this is going to drop off one of those hunters. So just complete that for this Santa Mask if you still need that. And what they have also done from today is they're giving us a global event every single week. So we come over to the season 7 here, End of Watch. You can see that that ended 14 days ago, the reanimated global event. But going live today is Shade Exposed. This is going to be live for 1 week. Next week, we're going to get Golden Bullet. The week after that, we're having Reanimated. And then it's going to end on Hollywood. So we've got 4 weeks of global events now on the Division 2. I'm sure there's going to be more added after that because there's much more time than that until the next update, so we'll see what's added after that. But we've got 4 global events back to back for the next 4 weeks. And before we move on to the vendor reset, we do want to go over the invaded missions for this week. And if we head over to Manning National Zoo, you can see the invaded missions are Camp White Oak, Jefferson Trade Center, DCD headquarters, ending at Manning National Zoo. Once you complete that, it'll open up Tidal Basin. And if you are still going through the game, if you're quite new to the game, these are very handy to do because they're going to award you with specialization points and mods. So definitely get those done this week. But if you already got all of that, then they're pointless. And just one last thing before we do carry on with the vendor reset, I do just want to update you on my schedule this week. I've had a very quiet 2 weeks, so it seems. We had a week off. Last week I was doing a lot of admin work. Still a lot to do, but this week I want to get back streaming. So we're streaming every single night. We started last night with a Division 1 playthrough. We're going back through the Division 1 from start to finish. Great start to that stream series. Thank you for joining in. I had so many watching last night. Thank you. But we're going to carry on with that on Wednesday and Friday this week. Tonight we're doing some Division 2 raid help from 8 PM UK. Thursday, we're doing some Battlefield Hazard Zone from 8 PM UK, and that's a stream every night this week. We've got some videos coming as well. I got loads of content going up on the More GCROCK channel too, so make sure you check that out after this video if you want to see more content. So now let's do the vendor reset. I'm going to go around every single vendor like I do every week and show you what is on sale. We had quite a good week last week, and this week at the White House we start off with an Invisible Hand. It's got assault rifle damage, health damage, swap speed, and perfect Allegro on that. There's an MP7 with SMG damage, crit hit chance, reload speed, and breadbasket. Carbine 7 with assault rifle damage, health damage, accuracy, and overflowing. An X45 with pistol damage, damage to armor, and breadbasket. A 511 backpack with armor, skill damage, headshot damage, and clutch. Killer Guard chest piece with armor, weapon handling, skill damage, and skilled. Then we've got a 7.2% headshot damage mod, a 4.9% damage reduction mod for a drone, a 6.1% duration mod for a turret, and a 4.8% blast radius mod for a sticky. Over at the clan vendor this week, you can buy a baker's dozen. This is a real good one if a baker's dozen is your thing. So many people in the comments are going to say this is pointless. Ignore them. If it's your thing, it's good. You've got rifle damage, critical hit damage, and a max damage to target out of cover roll. It comes with perfect lucky shot. You can max out that rifle damage right away, optimize the critical hit damage, and that is a godly baker's dozen. So it does make my top picks this week. And for those that are saying the weapon is pointless, just use your M1A and let people use this. It is a decent one for sure if you need that, especially new players. An Eclipse Protocol mask there with skill tier and critical hit damage. It's an ongoing directive holster with weapon damage and health, True Patriot gloves with armor and repair skills, an MP5A2 with SMG damage, critical hit chance, reload speed, and future perfect, Hunting M44 with marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, accuracy, and perpetuation, Empress chest piece with skill tier, repair skills, explosive resistance, and mad bomber, an M249 with LMG damage, damage target out of cover, swap speed, and optimist, Overlord chest piece with weapon damage, critical hit chance, repair skills, and gunslinger, an Empress International mask with skill tier, health, and hazard protection, Seska holster with weapon damage, explosive resistance, and armor regen. And for the mods, we've got a 10.7% skill aced mod, a 4.5% damage mod for a turret, an 8.8% skill duration mod, and a 4.4% damage mod for seekers. Moving over to the campus now, and this week you're going to be able to buy a new reliable with LMG damage, damage target out of cover, health damage, and perfectly optimized, a surplus SVD with marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, crit hit damage, and future perfect, a black market RPK with LMG damage, damage to target out of cover, damage to armor, and an unhinged. Richter and Kaiser mask with skill tier, skill damage, and repair skills. Seska holster with weapon damage, crit damage, and status effects. We got a 10% skill ace mod, a 7.7% ensnare duration mod for a chem, an 8.3% revive or armor repair for a hive, an 8.5% radius mod for a pulse, and a 4.2% duration mod for a trap. Over at the theatre, you're able to buy a boomstick with shotgun damage, damage to armor, critical hit chance. That comes with perfect pumped up. There's a sausage 12 with shotgun damage, damage to armor, swap speed, and vindictive. An urban MDR with rifle damage, crit hit damage, magazine size, and lucky shot. An Alp Summit gloves with skill tier, skill damage, and hazard protection. Golden knee pads with armor, skill damage, and health. And then there's a disorient resistance mod at 8.5%, a 4.1% damage mod for seekers, a 4.2% holstered regeneration mod for your shield, a 5.7% damage mod for a firefly, and a 6% duration mod for a decoy. So nothing too good at the minute at all, apart from that baker's dozen maybe. But moving on to DZ vendors now and starting at West, you can buy another baker's dozen. It's as if it's taking the mickey here. If you want damage to armor on it instead of damage to target out of cover, come and buy this one. It's max rifle damage. We got crit hit damage and damage to armor, as we've said. And it's got perfect lucky shot on there. So 2 baker's dozens for this week. Next is a double barrel sawed off shotgun with shotgun damage, damage to armor, swap speed, and close and personal. An urban MDR with rifle damage, critical hit damage, headshot damage, and eyeless. Ongoing directive gloves with weapon damage and armor regen. Rigger knee pads with skill tier and crit hit chance. Badger tough gloves with armor, explosive resistance, and repair skills. Golden knee pads with armor, explosive resistance, and crit hit damage. We got an 8.4% ensnare resistance mod. We have a 4.1% damage mod for seekers. A 4.2% holstered regeneration mod for a shield. A +1 max targets for a firefly, and a 6% health mod for a decoy. And over at DZ South this week, we can get an Anarchist Cookbook with armor, status effects, headshot damage, and perfectly wicked. There's a tactical UMP with SMG damage, critical hit chance, optimal range, and unwavering. An FAL with assault rifle damage, health damage, damage target out of cover, and ranger. That looks a pretty tasty AR there, to be fair. A first wave PF45 of pistol damage, accuracy, and salvage. Negotiator's Dilemma backpack with weapon damage and repair skills. Ongoing directive chest with weapon damage and weapon handling. A 511 backpack with armor, hazard protection, crit hit chance, and opportunistic. Petrov chest piece with weapon damage, explosive resistance, health, and gunslinger. We've got 10.2% critical hit damage mod. +2 extra bombs for your drone. A 5.9% duration mod for a turret. And a 4.7% blast radius mod for a sticky. And then the final DZ vendor to check out is DZ East. And this week you're able to buy a Black Friday. So this comes with perfectly unhinged. It's got LMG damage, damage target out of cover, and headshot damage on it. So that could be a pick of the week if you need it and you're collecting named items. I've heard a few people say they like the Black Friday. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. That's on sale. We got a Model 700, marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, crit hit damage, and optimist. A custom L86 with LMG damage, damage target out of cover, stability, and close and personal. Foundry mask with armor and armor regen. We got a hardwired holster with skill tier and skill haste. Seska mask with weapon damage, armor regen, and crit hit damage. Empress holster with skill tier, status effects, and armor regen. And then a 16.2% repair skills mod. A 13.4% ensnare health mod for a chem. A +4 stim charges for a hive. An 8.6% effect duration mod for a pulse. And a 5.9% shock radius mod for a trap. So unless you're a fan of the baker's dozen, this week is looking rubbish. Let's hope New York can save us. And starting with Marco, we do have this ACR, but it doesn't look great. We've got assault rifle damage, health damage, reload speed, and preservation on that. It's a classic M60 with LMG damage, damage to target out of cover, damage to armor, and frenzy. A black market sausage 12 of shotgun damage, damage to armor, damage to target out of cover, and fast hands. An M1911 with pistol damage, damage to target out of cover, and fast hands. Badger Tough backpack with armor, explosive resistance, status effects, and galvanize. Badger Tough gloves with armor, hazard protection, and repair skills. 511 mask with armor, health, and hazard protection. And for the mods, there's a 15.8% repair skills mod, a 7.4% headshot damage mod, a 4.3% active regeneration mod for your shield, a 12.9% ensnare health mod for your chem, and a 4% burn duration mod for a sticky. And then Mr. Roy Benitez, this week he is selling a black market AKM with assault rifle damage, health damage, reload speed, and vindictive. An M700 carbon with marksman rifle damage, headshot damage, damage to armor, and reformation. KSG shotgun with shotgun damage, damage to armor, headshot damage, and close and personal. A D50 with pistol damage, accuracy, and reformation. This is always a must buy for the D50 for those that need it. I believe you need it for when you're making the Kendra's Liberty pistol, but yeah, it'll go as a top pick just for that. So if you do need a D50, come and buy it this week from New York. It's a badge tough backpack with armor, hazard protection, explosive resistance, and combined arms. Walker Harris & Co gloves with weapon damage, weapon handling, and repair skills. Wyvernware mask with skill tier, skill ace, and skill damage. Then we've got an 8.5% skill duration mod, an 6.9% headshot damage mod, a 5.8% skill ace mod for your turret, a +4 repair charges for your hive, and a 5.5% health mod for your decoy. And in all honesty, a very, very poor vendor reset this week as well. Like I said, those Baker's Dozens are good. If that's your thing, go and buy one. You got the D50 in New York, but I didn't see anything there that lit my eye up at all. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that you thought was good, because your opinion is more than just my opinion, and people read through them. I may have missed something or just play different, you know? So let me know in the comments. But that's the end of this video now. Thank you for watching today. Sad news about the Division 2 update being delayed again, but patience is key. We've got loads of good games to play at the minute. Loads more games coming out over the next few months as well, and going into the new year. So there's a lot to keep us going until we do get this new Division 2 update. Hopefully people aren't too annoyed with that decision, and it's the last delay, fingers crossed. We're ending it there. Don't forget to like and share this video to support it. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Go and check out more GCROCK as well for even more content. And now you're done with the video, go and check out the video description to come and join our community. It's linked at the very top. Until later in stream, or until the next video, thank you for watching this one. Stay safe and peace out.